Started in 1924.
There you go.
The more you
There
know.
you
Thanks,
go.
Jordan.
What do you guys think about that?
I thought we won.
It started really interesting though. It got really
it's
bad.
still interesting.
Yeah.
It's still interesting, but like the casualties and just the
Well, I mean,
abuse.
With
terrible.
With thousands of people involved, only one person was killed. Only 8 people got shot. And
But we're allies.
I know, but
I don't know, nothing but a bit of a good punch up to
Make the Biff great again.
so
Classic.
good on
That
them.
was a good story though, Minnie.
the more you know. But
See,
you guys
it all
didn't
started
know that
with it,
previously.
you know, some Aussies and a Yank were having a good chat, and just this one man P decides to be a bit of a dick about it.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
like, nah, this is bang out of order, mate. You're due for a good punch.
Yeah. See, everything started going haywire when people couldn't have a 4X.
Yeah,
That's what
people
happened.
had a 4X.
Exactly. That's why.
Oh,
you
no,
should,
that's why you don't close the fucking pub
Exactly.
at 7.
Yeah. Well, no, like they couldn't have any more. They've had it. They've had the.
Well,
that was just my glasses.
okay.
But you know what I didn't think of until right now, though? This is very, important to remember this today when they're trying to close the pubs in Brisbane early.
Boo.
Yeah,
With
so
the
you
lockout
close the
laws,
pubs early.
everyone-
Thousands of people
yeah,
will
fights on the
fight
street.
Americans.
Someone will throw a traffic sign through a window. Someone will get shot.
People will get hurt. Someone's going to get jailed.
See, if you just
Someone
let
will start a
people
big
go,
3 big bully circles with passing around Americans.
if you just let people go for the whole night, they'll get tired. They'll just
Or
get a
like
cab and
even
get home.
more aggressive.
No.
But I think that the problem is like unloading everyone onto the street at the same time.
Yeah, that's recipe for
How
disaster.
do so many people have like time off from military duty that night?
I don't know.
Holy crap!
There were 40,000 Americans in Brisbane.
Yeah.
Like, even if like half of them were, even if a quarter of them weren't busy, that's still 10,000 people.
I think
That's just the Americans.
Truth.
So why don't we... Oh, sorry, what were you going to say?
Oh, no. I was just like...
I was going to say, why don't we lighten the mood and play a game? Who's ready to play a
games.
game?
Yay.
I love games.
So the name of this game is Brisbane or Not Brisbane.
Ho-ho.
This is a game where I've got several facts about Australian cities.
True.
These are these are all real facts, except some of
True.
them are about Brisbane and some of them are not about Brisbane.
False.
No, that one's true.
Oh, damn it. Shit.
All right, Tyler, you win.
Yay!
Shall we kick it off?
Yes.
Now, I do have to mention, guys, I'm going to play in a couple of games like this, and the overall winner, whoever gets the most wins out of the games, will take home the Gap London shirt.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
All right.
Oh,
So
it's
there's
for real
stakes-
now.
there's stakes
It's for
involved.
realsies.
I was gonna like work with you, but no, you're going down, mate.
This isn't going to be fun for the viewers. This is going to be a real bloodbath.
This
We're
is the
bringing
next
back the
second
bit.
ride
This is the
of
second.
Brisbane.
This is the
Spicy
second
boys.
Battle of Brisbane.
2 blokes had a punch up at their friend's house over
Please
a
don't
competition.
have the shotgun.
All right.
I'll have a baton.
I've got a little scorecard here.
You can have the road sign. You can do it through Mitch's window.
I won't even hit you. I'll just go straight for the window. Then we'll
Yeah.
then we'll punch
keep
on.
going.
Yeah.
Are we ready to begin? Yep.
I believe so.
The first question. Brisbane was home to Australia's first rocket launch.
That is false.
You can think about it a little bit more if you want.
I am thinking more about it.
So you can give your answers and then say you can talk about why, and then I'll reveal the answer.
Okay, I'll say.
So
false.
you say Brisbane or not Brisbane,
I say not Brisbane.
Not Brizzy.
and why do you think that?
I think that because I feel like a rocket launch would be done in the bush.
Yeah. Well,
Why the hell would you do a rocket launch in a densely populated city?
yeah. I mean, that's very true. And
I mean, I could
like
be
I've
wrong.
just never
but-
heard of it. It would be quite a phenomenon. And
Yeah.
I haven't heard of it.
That is Brisbane.
What?
What? Wait.
So yeah, true. Sorry. So if I say Brisbane, it means it's true. If I
Yeah.
say not Brisbane, it means
somewhere else.
Yeah,
not
that's,
Brisbane.
that's what I thought.
So
I
that
more
was-
saying
that was-
like what.
that is
Why?
Brisbane.
What?
Yeah,
What is
when?
It? Where?
I'll read my thing. It might come as a surprise to some, but Brisbane was home to Australia's first rocket launch, albeit a failed attempt.
That's probably why we don't know about it.
Queensland Air Mail Society president.
No, Queensland Ale, come on. We're going to build a rocket and it's going to be fast.
Queensland Air Mail Society president and founder Alan H. Young, with an ambition to modernize the postal service, dispatched a rocket filled with empty envelopes from a ship called the Cannonbar from Brisbane River in 1934. The rocket was intended to land at Pinkenbar, but on leaving the ship, crashed into a pile on a riverbank and fell into the water.
That's embarrassing.
Pinkenbar is where the Ozpost sorting facility is, and I know that because I get a lot of packages. I frequently look at them.
Fucking little humble brag over there.
Well, I just know because I'm just like, it's in Pinkenbar. It's coming today.
Okay, question 2. Fact 2, I should say. Brisbane has more millionaires per capita than any other Australian city. Is that Brisbane or not Brisbane?
That's a decent question, but I feel like I'm going to have to say no because you don't really see... Because we've still got quite a big population. Wait, should I be explaining why?
You can if you want, or you can save it till after you've given... If you're locked in with that answer?
You say false?
I'm going to say false.
You're going to say not Brisbane?
I'm going to say not Brisbane. Final seconds, Tyler.
Tyler?
I'll say false.
Yes, correct. That is not Brisbane.
Yay,
that's
we're
actually Perth.
Yeah, that's
Perth.
Oh, Perth.
Yeah.
That's fair though, because
what else
the
is
mining.
there to do out there?
That's the booming mining industry in Perth has blessed it with the highest per capita number of self-made millionaires in any city in the world. Actually,
shit.
Far out. Let's go to Perth, boys.
Perth is booming.
Become
I will
Perth's
say
spiciest
that. Yeah.
podcast.
Fact 3: in 1962.
False.
All right. You're disqualified from the game.
Oh,
Jordan.
Yeah, I won.
In 1962, Brisbane became known as the City of Light because everyone turned their lights on so that it could be visible from space.
I'm going to say true.
I'm going to say, yeah, Brisbane.
You're going to say Brisbane?
Yep.
I'll say that's Brisbane.
Why do you think that's Brisbane?
Because we
That
also,
sounds like something we would
when
do.
when I was a kid, I remember the turn off your lights day, and I'm sort of like, maybe that's like, hey, we did something stupid like turning all our lights on. So now we're going to have an hour where everyone turns off their lights to try and save power.
Well, yeah.
I'm sure there's no correlation whatsoever, but I was like, yep, there's my thought process.
I recall this too. I feel like we have had quite active participation in these events, and so yeah, that's why.
So you're both saying Brisbane?
I say it's Brisbane.
That is not Brisbane.
Oh, come on, Brizzy.
Also Perth.
Damn it, Perth. What? When? 1962? That shit all there.
Perth is also known as the City of Light. The naming is a result of the fact that when astronaut John Glenn orbited above back in 1962, he could identify Perth because everyone turned on all their lights, making Perth highly visible.
Do you reckon he'd see it if everyone turned off their lights? He's like, why is Perth on and off today?
Fact 3.
That was 3. This is fact 4.
Fact 4.
Yeah.
Brisbane was home to the world's first cultivated macadamia nut tree.
I'm gonna...
True.
Oh.
Is that Brisbane?
I'm going to say
not
Brisbane.
Brisbane.
Why would you have it? Oh.
I'm just trying to think of the climate.
The farmland
Yeah,
for
of course.
macadamia.
Yeah, of course, macadamias can grow in Brisbane. We had a macadamia tree. I'm going to say Brisbane.
In Brisbane itself, but...
When we say in Brisbane, does that mean
It's
Queensland
in Brisbane
as
It's
well?
not Queensland, no.
No, it's just Brisbane. The Brisbane
Okay.
area.
Say the question again, please, Mitch.
Brisbane was home to the world's first cultivated
The world's
macadamia nut
first.
tree.
Yes,
You saying Brisbane,
Brisbane.
Tyler?
Where's that macadamia castle? I know there's some... when you're driving, there's some sort of big macadamia thing, or maybe it's just
The clock is ticking.
The clock is ticking.
3.
True.
2.
You both saying Brisbane?
Yeah.
Yes.
That is Brisbane.
Yes, I was correct.
The Brisbane City Botanic Gardens is home to the world's first cultivated macadamia nut tree, which still stands today.
Not if I can help it. I'll see you guys later.
It was planted in 1858 by Walter Hill, the first curator of the Botanical Gardens. The seeds were grown
Sounds like such a nerd.
The seeds from which the tree was grown came from the bushland near Gympie that helped kickstart Australia's first plant industry, according to the National Trust of Australia.
I'm Walter. I like macadamias. Well, you really have it out for Walter.
He did a good job, but he's still a freaking nerd.
Brisbane is fact 5. Brisbane is Australia's second oldest city. Is that Brisbane or not Brisbane?
Oh,
Second oldest.
second oldest. See, I mean, I'm pretty certain
False.
Sydney.
Oops, sorry.
Sydney.
I'm gonna
and
say
then
false.
Essentially, I'm gonna say false too.
So you both saying not Brisbane?
Not Brisbane.
Not Brisbane. Yeah,
Why is that?
Well, if I recall,
I feel Melbourne came before it, and also Sydney.
it was what Port. I can't remember where our old mate
Port Arthur.
Phillip. When he was the settler of Australia.
Yeah.
Cook. Well, he didn't really discover it either because it was like the Dutch people.
Do you
But
want to keep us? Let the dog up.
Oh, okay. Porto Memento.
and I'm just going to say false because they settled down there first in New South Wales. Although they might have just started the second city, like further north, maybe.
All valid reasons, Tyler. All valid reasons. So you're both saying not Brisbane?
I'm going to say not Brisbane.
Yes.
That is not Brisbane.
Yes. Thought so.
That's Hobart, actually.
There you go.
Robot.
Yeah.
Crowbar.
Fact 6. Brisbane was the first city in the world to use electricity to power public lighting.
The first city in the world.
Yep.
That's quite a big...
That's a big claim.
Yeah, that's a very big claim.
For public.
So, read the question again.
Brisbane was the first city in the world to use electricity to power public lighting.
It was probably fucking Perth.
Can you give us a hint?
You are
like,
not allowed to ask any questions about the Brisbane or not Brisbane
when did
fact.
it happen?
You're not allowed to use any
Damn it.
research or ask me any questions.
I'm gonna say...
You may ask me to reread the question, but that is it.
I'm gonna say Brisbane, just because why not?
Tyler?
I guess, you know what? I think we need some difference here.
Yeah, that's what I was
I'll
thinking.
go not Brisbane.
You're going not Brisbane?
It's going to be Brisbane, but I know.
That is Brisbane.
Yeah! That's in Queensland.
The first recorded use of electricity for public purposes in Australia in the world took place in Brisbane in 1882.
Nice.
8 arc lights were lit up along Queen Street with power supplied by a generator driven from a small engine in a foundry at Adelaide Street.
Fuck, for 12 minutes.
Isn't that fascinating, guys?
Delight.
Fact 7.
Ooh.
Brisbane was formed because England was concerned that the French would try to settle other parts of Australia first. Is that Brisbane or not Brisbane?
That seems so plausible, though.
But
These are all real facts.
Yeah,
but just some of them are Brisbane and not Brisbane.
About somewhere else, not Brisbane. But the French Polynesia. Oh, you know, I'm going to say that's Brisbane.
I'm going to say that's not Brisbane.
I'm just scratching my balls out.
I feel like it could easily be like Cooktown or something like that.
That is not Brisbane.
Yay. Oh, Tyler, you've lost it.
Fuck you.
Jordan
You've
has
lost it, old man.
Fight you.
shot into the lead. That was Hobart, actually.
Hobart.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Fuck
Robot.
you, Hobart.
You've lost, old man.
Fact 8.
How many facts do you have?
Yeah.
I've got 3 more.
You
So if
can
you win all
redeem.
of these and Jordan wins none of them, you can win. If Jordan wins 1 and you win all of them, you can tie.
Okay.
Or
I need
any
to win.
variance of that.
I need to win.
Gotta rack 'em up, rack 'em up.
One of Brisbane's pubs is haunted by the ghost of a Lord Mayor.
Ghosts aren't real.
Did you say a Lord Mayor or a Lord
Lord
Mayor?
Mayor.
Okay.